just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. And this can be the end. I won't just settle for being your friend. A broken bond is not too late to mend, but what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Yes. Without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. Without you by my side, I can't survive. Yeah. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive.
Hey everybody, I got a whole new setup. And it's a mess. I'm a mess. We're all a mess. It's fine. Just give me like 5 seconds. Because I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm a mess. You should be able to hear me a lot better. Hi everybody, and I hope everyone's having a great day, a great night. Microphone, are you going to work? Hello. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great day, great night, evening, Friday, Saturday, however you guys want to put it. I hope everyone's doing well. And we're going to be looking into Chantal. We're going to be looking into Amber. I want to take a look at this whole community that has seemingly, I don't know, gone to the dogs, gone like crazy. I don't know if anyone's been on Twitter. I've been on Twitter, and let me tell you, it's gone crazy. I don't know. So I hope y'all are having a good day, a good night. I don't know if there's specific topics that you guys want to get into. Please let me know in the comments. I got my handy dandy notebook, a pen that's probably not good. Yeah, that pen needs to go bye-bye. I think I threw this one last time I was live. And I think I got other ones around here. But I hope everyone's doing well. And so let's take a look into what's kind of going on. Again, if y'all have specific questions, throw them in chat. We'll definitely be scrolling through them. And then, yeah, well, welcome Liz. Welcome Oh Hell No. I hope we're having a good day. I hope we're going to have a good time. I know I haven't gone live for a while. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. Much better than what I was. I do not know what's been going around, but I got sick for like 2 weeks. I was good, and then I got sick again, and now I'm kind of getting back in the swing of things. So, yeah. Oh, sorry if you're hearing, are you hearing a ton of static? I'm so sorry that that's a thing. Hold on. Is this better? Or not? Because I'm trying to put things down. So I'm going to switch cameras, and hopefully that changes things. Is this better? Is this a little better? Can you guys hear me, like, clearly at least? Okay, let me see what I can do really quick. Like, because I think I know what the issue is. So, how does this sound? Am I too quiet now? Or is it still bad? Okay. 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 That's what I thought. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think I know what it is. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, so part of it's having to look at one camera versus another camera, and it's really set up for this setup we have right here. Also, okay, got it. Now that's too quiet. Okay. See, this is why y'all help me, because I have audio. I do not know what it is, but we try. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it at this now. And I'm going to hope that this works better. Is this too quiet? Is this too loud? And I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to stop futzing with everything until things. Okay. Yes. Just a little louder. Okay. 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 Perfect. All right. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping this is better. I'm hoping. Just a little louder. Okay. This is my next one. I have to look at things because. Okay. All right. Perfect. We're good now. All right. So we're really clear now. We're really good. We're really Gucci. Okay. Yeah. And I hope everyone's had a good start to their. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all, we are 9 days into 2026. And if you're in America right now, I'm with you. I'm here in America. We're going to be doing a separate reading on that, but I just want to, we're going to keep it really short, quick here. Things are going to kind of wacky, crazy, weird. I'll be doing a reading on that. Just watch out for that. Might be a video coming out tomorrow. But just want to put this here. Just be kind to your fellow people. Everyone's a person. Everyone bleeds red. And just be nice. Be kind. And just human decency. I don't know. It's a sin to kill people, okay? All right, I said it. I'm done. All right, I'm getting off my soapbox. Now, let's get into Gor World. Just grabbing my cards. Also, thank you, Ali, for re-upping your membership for 9 months. That's amazing. Hey, Mrs. Princess. Hi, Princess Rowena. Hi, Miko. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad to be back. I'm glad everyone can be here. I also have a new background. How do y'all like it? We went a little bit cleaner because we wanted to.
Also, I got this new desk set up so I have more room so I can actually type to the side. I can look at more monitors. So yeah, so thank you, thank you. Also, I have just more room to do things, so I appreciate. So, all right, let's take a look into everything going on with Miss Foodie Beauty. So, let's take a look. I want to take a look more specifically, though, like, I want to take a look specifically at Gor World as a whole, and then we'll also go into the two main girls. So, because I want to take a look at this community, we've been taking a look at Locale Live. That's been kind of almost taking over, and I just want to take a look at this community in general. Also, welcome Dandelion. I just want to take a look in general at what's kind of going on here for Gor World in 2026. So there's a lot that has happened. What, we're 9 days in? 9 days in, and in 2026 for Gor World. Oh boy. So Brookie, I cannot go up any higher. Right now, I cannot I'm up to like the highest volume I can go without kind of like blowing people's eardrums out. Or like getting like a really bad squelchy squelch. So, yeah. So I'm sorry if you're good. So yeah. Oh, and Liz, yeah, Locale might be finally drive me away from Gor World. It's awful. Yep, same. And did you guys see something very interesting Twitter post this morning that I came across my feed? Apparently no. Keemstar is wanting to contact apathetic facts out of nowhere. I mean, if anyone's been watching Apathetic, she's been getting hella views on her edited content of Keemstar, the Locale Live universe, and I'm just hoping that he's like, yeah, we need you to take your content down, or otherwise we're gonna do a copyright strike. No, I'm not saying that's what's actually happening. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just hoping that that's not the reason why he's trying to reach out to Apathetic Facts. So, with that, let's take a look into it. But first things first, reminder. Everything that I'm saying is what? All alleged, for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. Just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into today's reading. When it comes to Gor World, the community, what is coming? What is the vibe? Let's take a look at the vibe, the general energy around this community now, and then I want to take a look at it here 6 months from now and then a year from now. So let's dive right in. Right now it's Judgment Day. Well, not so much Judgment Day, but there's a lot of hidden, buried secrets, buried bodies, lots of things that are being withheld, people aren't talking about. Why is this per se? Because there's a lot of moving parts, it feels like, behind the scenes. Also, things are getting dug up. Again, if y'all are a content creator or somebody here in the space, in the Gorl World space, make sure all your stuff is privated. Make sure all your stuff, if there's something out there you don't want being found, just get rid of it. Because looking here, this is like people are going up and finding the old things that have been dead, that are gone, that are not a part of you anymore. This feels almost like a little bit more of a witch hunt that is going on generally in the community right now, because currently everyone's looking for everyone's secrets. Everyone's looking for everyone's secrets. Who are you really behind the camera? Because the hope here is that everyone wants to be exposed. Everything needs to come out. What's been done in the dark must come to the light. Also, people are trying to bring new people in, but also trying to get new narratives, trying to spark new conversations, to kind of get the community raring and roaring and ready to go again. I like the imagery I'm getting is like we're trying to find all of the oil, and then now we're putting it into the synthesizer. to then get our gasoline to start our cars and go vroom vroom. But the unseen obstacle here though is that in the delving up of secrets of trying to get everybody, everything in the entire community, because this isn't just, oh, we're trying to get secrets about one individual. No, this is like no one's safe in this community, whether you're a content creator, whether you are a girl, whether you are an audience member. If you're in discords, get the frickety frick out of those discords. It's not worth it, because looking down here, if this is complete and utter F around, find out the towers are coming out and the bodies, the secrets, the hidden skeletons in the closet are about to come out, whether you're ready or not. Here I come. Because currently, this is all about universal balance. We're about, the negative influence here is universal balance. You shitty person, that's gonna get exposed. You can't keep being a shitty person because you were a shitty person. If you were a good person, good karma. Bad person, bad karma. For every action there is an equal and or opposite reaction, and that's kind of what the universe is coming in, where it's like, this is all about universal balance. What you have done, what's going on, and whether or not you're like, oh, this person's doing it in this way or this person's doing it in that way, everyone's going to be getting some form of karmic retribution or an equal give and or take. Because what's going on here, it's time to start something new. We are starting a new cycle. This is like the beginning of a new journey. You see all these these bones that were coming out under here. We're kind of having to walk away from the old and head to a new one, without skeletons, one without bodies kind of buried here. Because here in the past, there's a lot of star power, there's a lot of momentum, there's a lot of money, there's a lot of attention being brought, and here in the future, ego, pride will be your downfall. That's the strength reverse. This is like your ego's getting in the way, your pride's getting in your way, you're kind of almost like it's like a try hard energy. Whatever is coming next in this iteration of Girl World, it's like this is a try hard energy. The showmans of the world, it's like the emperor, oh gosh, the emperor and his cloak, I forget what it's called, but the emperor who's like kind of conned into like, oh my goodness, you have this beautiful technicolor, amazing, beautiful cloak, and like and the only people who can see it, but it's the emperor with no clothes on. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Is here in the future, there's going to be somebody up there who's going to be like, bada boom, bada boom, and they're going to be like, I'm all these wonderful things, and when in reality, the emperor with no clothes. That's where this is headed for the community. The community, it's like, no, we're right, we have this beautiful, wonderful thing going, when in reality, you're butt ass naked in front of the world for everyone to see. That's kind of the vibe that I'm feeling at right now here in the current moment for the community. It's like we are headed to a moment of the emperor with no clothes. You think you got a good thing going, but in reality, I hope you're ready to you are bearing your soul to the world. And is your soul one that you would wish to bear to the world in the way it has been? Because secrets, somebody's skeletons, everyone's skeletons are coming out in this community. Creators, the girls, viewers, again, I also get discords, whatever's going on in discords, whether these are private discords, creator discords, like, you won't catch me there doing wacky ass baloney. Yeah. Also, hi Rainbow Pickle, I am doing a lot better. Thank you. And Brienne, hi. I hope you're doing well today. I hope everyone's doing well today. But let's take a look. Now, I want to take a look at the general vibe here in about 6 months. So that'll be in like July of 2026. What's kind of the vibe of the community in July of 2026? And then we'll also take a look at it a year from now. And I'm not going to pull a full spread. I'm just going to pull 3 cards for each, and then we'll kind of just go into depth there. But this community, It's going. So let's take a look. Well, 6 months from now, how's this community looking? And then here's a year from now. All right, so what's 6 months from now? Boy, Nelly. Okay, so this community, it feels like to me, when I'm looking at 6 months from now, I see the return of the old people, old narratives, old things. Secrets that have been held, things that weren't talked about, things that were kind of like encased in stone or were kind of forgotten about at the bottom of the trash heap are kind of being like pulled out again. And how I'm almost looking at them is like the imagery that comes to my mind is like I'm seeing a giant pile of like stuff. And it's kind of like in a back corner, it's dark, it's dusty. But then I see like individual pieces are starting to move. And like they're getting ready to, like they're shaking, they're moving, they're like, things are wiggling out of place to be seen, to be heard, to be pulled out and used and or brought to the light. It's like we're taking them out of the back closet and we're taking it and putting it here front and center. Why is this? Because it's time for things to be talked about. It's time for things to be exposed. It's time for things to be like brought to light. It's like this community 6 months from now, it's almost like we're going to pull this out of the closet. This is going to get pulled out of the closet. Why is it? Because at this point, 6 months from now, the puppets, whatever we're watching, the show, it's stale, it's dry, it's really just, we're kind of stuck. Look at the Hanged Man. This is a stuck individual. It's like you can't move forward, you can't move backwards. So it's like we're going into the old closet in the back to kind of like rev up or make things more interesting, as one would say on the stage. Whether this is maybe this is an old prop or an old storyline. Like things from the past are coming back to the present because things are stale. No one wants to buy tickets to the theater. No one wants to buy tickets to the movie theater or the show. And it's going to be kind of stale and dry. And so they're just going to keep bringing old shit back up, old characters, old scenery, old talking points, because there's nothing new. It's done. It's over with. The theater's in disrepair. And we're kind of just waiting for the theater hasn't burned down yet, but the show has been on repeat and you've just been seeing it forever and ever and ever. Looking here from a year from now, though, at the community, a year from now, there looks to be a new girl, a new person, a new something. This is the Magician upright. We have something new that is coming in for the community. Maybe it'll be a new voice. Maybe it'll be a new character, a new person that's being followed. This is going to be a very divisive character, a very divisive individual, where not everyone's going to go and jump on the bandwagon and go. This is somebody who, like, people, you either love them or you hate them, and there's no in between. Because down here, this is all coming back to universal balance, emotional balance. There's like a year from now, looking at the community, I see it as like maybe 10% of what it once was. From where it is today to where it'll be a year from now, I see it at maybe 30-40% of what it is today. It'll be in a year from now. And that's in terms of viewers, money, shares. That's what I'm getting, because there's there's half of the people that, as like the majority of people have left, and the other like majority that are kind of clinging on to the community. There's not, like, I don't want to be mean about this, but the people who are clinging on to it are trying to escape reality. A reality of what they're doing, what they've been saying. It's like, if I acknowledge that what's been going on here is bad, like if you're taking this time away from it, it feels actually really good. A majority of people have kind of stepped away because it's like it's not healthy, it's not entertaining, it's not good anymore. So like I see it again. There's only 30 to 40% of people from today here in 2027. That's kind of what I'm getting. And then here at the bottom of the deck is because there's a ton of secrets that are about to come out about the entire community from here. They're going on now, they're going to be going on 6 months from now, they're going to be going on a year from now. And the more that these secrets start appearing, that they keep coming out, who people are and what they've been done in the dark that are coming to light, a lot of those people are just going to start leaving. People aren't here for that. I'm going to just grab one card here to kind of clarify the big reason why people are leaving. And it all has to do with money. It has to do with hard work. It has to do with the game plan, with everything, with the 8 of Pentacles popping out here. So I'll just bring this up here. But yeah, this is all kind of about money. Secrets are coming out about money, how much people have actually really made as well, and how much money people have really been spending. Because it does feel like whatever businesses, money, things that are going on, there's exposure around money, around businesses, around jobs. Also, I get this sense that doxing is going to just become commonplace in this community. Doxing is going to be extremely commonplace. So if you want your, like, people's houses, people's identities, people's livelihoods, where they work, and like people aren't going to be down for that. Like, anonymity in this community is gone. So that's kind of what I'm getting here for the community as a whole, looking here in the next couple in 2026. So what I want to take a look into next is locale universe. Yep, Shelly, you and me both. I'm not here for the infighting. I don't think many people are here for the infighting. And it's not even when people are quiet. Amber's not being quiet. Amber's just doing Amber things. Foodie's just doing Foodie things. Like, Foodie's entertaining still, but no one's gonna be sitting through 6-hour lives. I mean, it's just infighting now. So, and it's sad. I don't like it. I don't think anybody likes it. But let's take a look here. I want to take a look at locale universe. And then, well, actually, let's take a look at Amber for 2026. I do want to take a look into it. How's Amber doing for 2026? What's kind of going on with her? Again, we're going to do a full spread of kind of what does her overall 2026 look like. And then I want to take a look into 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and then 12 months from now. Yeah, and Dandelion. You like it when they work together and join each other? Yeah, Dandelion, I like that too. Like, I love it when creators are coming together and it's a community. It's a community of people, not just individuals. Like, I want like, this is supposed to be a community. We all come together, we have a good time, we have a good laugh, we look at things, we call people out. And even on Twitter right now, there's like factions or divides. So yeah, so let's take a look here. Let's take a look into Amber's 2026 and kind of like, what's the general vibe of her 2026 kind of coming up? What's going on for Amber in 2026? What's her general vibe? Money, money, money. Come on, can you focus? There we go. Lots of money, lots of making money this year for her. Making more money than she's ever tried to be making money before. Why is it? Because she's repeating the old cycles, same old cycles that she's always repeated, she's going to keep repeating. Because she's finding a new partner, family, crowd that she can join. Y'all, she might be having a new partner. She's She might be having a new partner. This could be the locale universe stuff, but this to me is that she's making she's going to be making a shit ton of money again this year. Because why? Because she hasn't learned, she's not learning, and she's having a new community of people or a new group of people around her that she's going to be hanging out with, doing stuff with, because her hopes and fears here is she feels stuck in what she can do. She's really not moving forward or progressing in life at all in 2026. So people like, we want to see Amber get better. We want to see her go to fat camp. We want to see her do XYZ. I wouldn't expect anything to change with her. It's just, she's like, the hope here is she doesn't want to move. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to do anything. She wants to stay stuck in her old vices. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to start something new. She doesn't want to have a new life. She likes what she's in. She's comfortable where she's at. And yeah, that's like, she doesn't really want change. Like, and if you think, oh, no, our girl, she always wants change. I'm not seeing that for her for 2026. Because the unseen obstacle is she's trying to avoid accountability. She's trying to avoid, she's trying to get away from things. She's trying to she's not going to be taking accountability. Like, her unseen obstacle is her unable to, or her unwillingness to take accountability. For her to start something new, for her to lead a fulfilling life, she must take accountability first, and all of her actions here in 2026 are ones of avoiding it. Because the negative influence for her is she's trying to hide all of her secrets, she's trying to hide from her emotions, she's trying to hide from all of her worries, her passions, from everything else. She's trying to keep everybody and everything locked out from about her, including her friends or her family and everybody else, including herself. She doesn't want to address it because she's not ready, and because she doesn't feel like she'll ever be ready. And it's easier if she's able to maintain her comfortability. She's uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable being uncomfortable. Or sorry, she's uncomfortable. She's comfortable being uncomfortable. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to do anything. And I'm not seeing a massive change for her this year. I'm really, really not. I'm just seeing the same old, because she's going to keep doing feeder client content. She's a part of this adult yum yum community. She feels like she can be the mom, the mother, the queen of everything. She's also going to be doing a shit ton of adult yum yum community type of work. Ooh, boy. That's what she's doing. So she's staying with it. Again, that's what she's comfortable with. That's what she's going to keep doing. I mean, honestly, if someone really wanted to, oh boy. I'm also getting here too, if she's going to be putting out new vlogs, if she's going to be putting out new stuff, expect to see more underwear or like as my aunt likes to call them, unmentionables, or the undergarment of women's clothing being featured on her channel. Because those are things that she's gonna be like, oh, well, I'll wear them and then you can buy them off of me. That's something that's like, girl, if you want to go do that, go make your bag. But just letting y'all know, if y'all are gonna be seeing that, I expect it. It's kind of what she's gonna be doing this year, when she gets her channel and stuff back. Because here in the past, again, was the King of Swords upright, contracts, lawyers, trying to bring things in, trying to do new stuff. And here in the future, the Six of Swords, she might be moving platforms at one point here after 2026, but with the Six of Swords here as well, it does seem like there's travel, there's communication, there is going to be some sort of travel as well, maybe here in 2026. Maybe she might be moving, maybe she might be going somewhere else. I've been getting movement a lot for her in other readings prior to this. Like, I always saw her traveling, and so seeing this card here of traveling again, so that's kind of what I'm getting here. So that's what I'm seeing for Miss Amber. I am going to grab my Gor World Oracle, though, to clarify some stuff or to get some additional info. Because I am very curious about Amber's 2026. So, yeah. Let's just take a look-see here. Clarifying stuff. Yeah. Interesting. Breaking and entering, stalking, obsessive, stealing, We might also get like a stalker arc from Amber this year. Yep. Also, yeah, with a broken scale here as well. Lies about weight or physical appearance, vanity. Look in here in 2026 for Miss Amby. Again, she's gonna keep continuing this false weight loss stuff. It's going to be the same cycles over and over again. I do see some health scares, health issues potentially. Again, she doesn't talk about them all on her channel. She doesn't have to, but just know that things are going to get a lot worse behind the scenes because she's refusing to change. Also, the more that she doesn't take accountability, the more that actually affects her physically, spiritually, mentally, because the more that she holds on to, it's not just like a physical weight she holds on to. She holds on a spiritual weight as well. Spiritual weight that the more that she keeps hidden, the more she doesn't take accountability, the more that she kind of keeps pushing stuff off and not being able to say something, like the more it's like a 10-ton elephant on her back where she's like, it's hard for her to move. It's like moving through syrup. Yep. Because with the outhouse shirt from Material Influence, she's going to be feeling herself pretty hard. Again, this is feeling to me like she's like, I'm going to have everything with me. Everyone's going to love me, because her hopes and fears here, again, it's money in, money out. Again, she's not going to be able to make a lot of money because it's going to be as she gets it, she spends it. Because the unseen obstacle here, ooh, boy. We got some X-rated. Again, y'all. She's going to be tax evasion Lynn doing work on the down low for cash. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever, because I have the Flash. Illegal behavior, X-rated promiscuity, some knocking boots between the sheets type of activity that she's been getting away with. So, I mean, if she wants to go and sell her body pics online, I mean, the more power to her. There's OnlyFans, there's all those sites for it. I mean, like, you go do you, girl. You go do with what you want to do your body. But she's not. But it feels like there is some illegalness where it's like you aren't going to be claiming this money on your taxes because, again, the negative influence here with the blue plot, there's something that's festering. There's a lot of stuff that's growing behind the scenes that she's like, I don't want this coming out. I don't want to talk about it. And she doesn't have to. But when it's stuff that's like, how do I want to put this? When it's stuff that's affecting her public community, and it is, well, maybe not is, but there's something that's affecting the interactions with the public, or what money or something, there's like the exchange between her and the public, and the festering behind the scenes is having to do with the exchange on that public platform or forum. So that's what I'm kind of getting, like, it's like, yeah, she doesn't need to talk about any of like the stuff that she's doing behind the scenes. However, there is like, I see it on like an energetic exchange, that because of the exchange that she's having between her and her public audience, like with and like all the stuff that she's hiding behind it, because of this energetic exchange here, like there's like the floodgates over here are starting to almost like a buckle and burst, because it's like that energy, there needs to be an exchange or a flow of energy back out to the public or to the community of which she has garnered. So like if everyone's like, well, and like, again, she doesn't need to tell anybody about it. Like, however, there's on an energetic level, I see it as like, because of all the energy, time, money, resources she has gained from her public, like this is very energetic, on this public level, because all of the energy has been used to funnel all this stuff in the background, there needs to be an equal exchange outwards back to the community. And because that isn't happening, things are starting to buckle, things are starting to strain, and things are going to will burst. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, and that's what Amber's trying to prevent, is that burst out. But on an energetic level, it needs to happen. The same thing it could probably be said for Foodie, because what's going for her, she's looking at other people's money, she's looking at her money, she's pocket watching other people. Because here in the past, ooh, again, there's stalking this type of stuff here. Is she like looking up private information about people? I know she has done that in the past, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. There's been a lot of allegations of stuff. And then now she's going to be looking at who other people are potentially with or what they're doing. Because here in the future, there's going to be some new community outrage here in 2026. Community outrage, Shrimpgate 2.0. Community outrage, trolling. It does feel like there's going to be some big internet stuff with her. Again, like I was saying, there's that buckling of there needs to be some sort of energetic exchange. You can't just take and not give, because there's some energetically, like, there's issues with that, is really what I'm getting here with Miss Amber and her 2026. This is the year for her. Like, I don't see the floodgates opening this year, but it's getting pretty dang close. Like, things get very close to buckling this year. Maybe it does happen in 2026, but it almost feels like we're gonna start seeing the leaks. There's leaks coming out all over the place in 2026. So, all right, okay. Now I'm going into the chat. So Dandelion, back to Tommy's house, maybe. Shelly, we can take a look and see if Amber's gonna have a new relationship this year. We can like a look at that. And yeah, especially because a lot of creators do that type of content. I mean, a lot of Instagram models. I mean, Instagram is rife with it. TikTok, like, yeah. And also, yes, justice for Rarity. That situation is not done. Whatever is going on with Rarity, that situation is not done. So, let's take a look here next at, I want to take a look 6 months from now for Amber, and then I also want to take a look a year from now for Amber. Again, 3 cards each, and kind of just go from there. Again, nothing I'm saying is set in stone. Things are bound to change. People have free will. So I'm not saying that like, oh my gosh, this thing is gonna happen. But again, timing can be a weird soup, but I'm just trying to get some generalized energies here. Where things could potentially be 6 months from now, and then 12 months from now. So let's take a look 6 months from now. Let's take a look with what Amber's got going on. And yeah, Aunt Brienne, I really hope that she can find the healing that she needs and that she wants. I just don't see, on an energetic level, I don't see that as a priority for her this year. I don't see that as something she's ready for this year. No matter what she says, it's like energetically, the switch hasn't been flipped. So let's take a look at 6 months from now for Miss Amber, the Magician. Lies, deceit, deception, something that she's been trying to manifest or something that she's been trying to bring forth or pull together has not kind of come into fruition. Why is this? Because there's something to do with her stardom. I see this as a falling of stardom. I see this as a falling of fame. Where she thought that she was at one point, she's kind of not there. Her infamy or her being famous or her infamy is kind of not where it once was or where she has wanted it to be. Because from a material influence, it's all about, she wants new contracts, new deals. What she's been kind of saying, she wants to be kind of the queen of her own world, bringing about new challenges, new changes, as well as just wanting to kind of speak something new, because what's going for her, or I should say her hopes and fears, is she wants her work to take off. Whatever job she's doing, whatever project she's working on, she wants money coming in hand over foot in 6 months. That's what her hopes here. However, the unseen obstacle does feel like there's a backstab and a betrayal. There's, whether this is someone that's around her, a new friend, an old lover, an old person, somebody's backstabbing and betraying her. There's a wolf in sheep's clothing who's kind of hasn't been, it's not that this person hasn't been honest, it's that this person is a regular schmegular person. However, when pushed under the right circumstances, under the right conditions, they turn into a nasty ass, mean ass person. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. It's because when, you know, when a werewolf comes out, it's not like, oh my gosh, they were this horrible person and you should have known better. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No, werewolves, when they change, at least in modern mythology interpretations, it's like all about the moon cycles. And so, like, under certain conditions at certain times a year, there is like, they change under the moonlight, right? And that's kind of what this feels like here, is that it's 6 months from now, there are certain circumstances and conditions that were met that changed a person to kind of go after Amber again, who it does feel like was a friend at one point in time. Because the negative influence here, again, there's a Two of Cups reversed. Looks like there might be a breaking down of a relationship, especially a romantic relationship for Amber, that maybe she's lying about, maybe she's not talking about. That's kind of really dragging her down, or someone trying to ruin her reputation when she's trying to build it up. However, what's going for her is that even though this whole situation, like, somebody feels like somebody who she's close with, this could be current or past relationships, she's just going to have some different opportunities available to her of what she wants to do. Whether this is a new girlfriend, this could be a new job, this could be a new line of work, or a new, like, way of thinking. She's gonna have options available to her. Also, I get that if she burns one persona or one sock account, she has like 15 more that she can kind of like take a look into and slip into. Look at all the different masks as well. It's like, okay, so I was under, I don't know, Dainty Girl 75 on this platform, and now and then now, like, that one got blown, or that I can't do that anymore, and now she's able to go over and be like, oh, now I'm able to be like, I'll just go under a different name, which is like Brown-Eyed Girl 77, and or 776, and I don't know why, and she's able to go under that name and go somewhere else and do different types of work or do something different. Because here in the past, between now and the 6 months from now, there's some big secrets that are coming out about Amber. There's some big ass secrets that are coming out that will be revealed, because after that 6 months, there's a big fight. Also, we're seeing stuff on the billboard. This to me is like, we're gonna have like this big look over here type of event, while like everything down below, there's fighting, there's a lot of pushing, shoving, everyone's kind of going every which way to kind of figure out what the frickety frick frack is going on. And that's kind of where Amber is in like 6 months from now. It feels like we're going to be pushing out a story on the public level. So on a more personal level, she can go and fight the multiple little firefights or battles that are kind of going on, maybe more behind the scenes rather than on like a public stage. So so like, that's what I'm kind of getting here. But between now and 6 months, there's a lot of secrets that are coming out. Like, that's my secret card. What kind of secrets, may we ask? This is why we got the Gor World Oracle out. What kind of secrets she's got coming out here in the next 6 months? Heartbreak, breakup, sadness, loss of partner. And at the bottom of the deck, we have fake love, unrequited feelings, pretending to love or be loved. It feels like we might be having some not even breakup rumors. It feels like we're going to be having some relationship drama rama with Miss Amber here in the next 6 months. That will be causing a lot of struggles for Amber in her day-to-day between now and 6 months from now. So that's what I'm kind of seeing there. Okay. And yeah, Shelly. Yeah. Yeah, Dandelion. Yeah, Foodie is, but this is Amber's sock accounts. Amber's, we know, has them as well. I mean, people don't not remember the Damon White situation. But yeah, Booze Squeezy, maybe it's Tommy. Maybe. I'm not 100% certain. There's some drama-rama, though, in relationship departments coming out here. And I don't think it's going to be a happy time for Amber. And yeah, Liz, it is really difficult to wrap your head around. Like, there's an audience for it. But you know what? Everyone's got their kink. I don't like this one. I don't like the adult yum yum community kink, though. Just because it's a lot of people who rely on their vices to extremes are taken advantage of there. And it's really sad because people have lost their lives due to the overindulgence of their vices that people are paying for. So, yeah. All right, let's take a look next at 12 months from now. What does Amber's life look like? What is Amber's energy in like a year from now? Let's take a look. What's Amber's energy like a year from now? Page of Wands. Why is this? Girl's working hard at something. Whether this is like, oh boy, is she starting her book, her autobiography, like a year from now? Or is like or is she gonna like start doing something with like her journals like a year from now? Because with the Page of Wands here, like I'm not getting drawn to like the imagery of the Page of Wands, but more of the book. A lot. Why is this? Because the Eight of Pentacles as well, with all the drawings and pictures and stuff, like it does feel like a year from now it's like I want to tell my side of the story. This is something to do with her journals, but also with the Page of Wands here with the Eight of Pentacles as well, there seems to be some sort of like, I don't know if someone's like reaching out for like a documentary or if like she's trying to do something with her journals. There is a sense of like she's working hard on something, but like she's super inconsistent with it. Very, very inconsistent about something to do with her work or her passions. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Gosh, Amber. I'm just gonna grab some clarifiers before I really start saying stuff. I really don't like this spread for her a year from now. So, a year from now. Yep. There is something to do with her legacy capturing. She's trying to like spin a narrative as well here about certain people, places, things. Why is this? I don't know what's going on with her and Tommy, Rami, Mr. Adult Yum Yum, well, not Mr. Ms. Adult Yum Yum community person. Gosh, darn it all, Amber. Yeah. Now, Amber is continuing a cycle. She's continuing a massive cycle of overindulging in her vices pretty bad. Of really overindulging in her vices to a point where I don't know if she's gonna movement is gonna be really hard for her, I feel. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab everything here. Because a year from now, it almost feels like she's trying to put on some sort of act that things are really good, that she's going to communicate, she's going to be doing great, everything that she wants to do is wonderful. However, it does feel like she wants to capture something, talk about something, bring things to light, rewrite the narrative, especially when it comes to her journals. And the reason why I feel this way, and the reason for this, is because I think that there's some potential health struggles she's going to be going through. Some massive health struggles. Whether this is mental health, whether this is physical health, whether it's all of the above. Because it feels like I just feel like the end may be nigh or near at one point. Because from the hopes and fears here, it looks like somebody's wanting to put an end to something, someone, but also wanting to lure someone in, lure new people in, lure new things in. Because the unseen obstacle here, though, is it's like, I want to start something new. I want to bring new things in. I want to like bring lightheartedness and play and good luck and just offer new people new things. However, the negative influence of this whole thing is there's a lot of struggles with authority. There's a lack of self-love. There's a lack of love for others. There's like a year from now, there's just a lot of challenges of what's right, what's wrong, what's the moral thing, what's the not moral thing. Because what's going for her is she feels protected in what she's doing. She feels like she has control. She's able to do what she wants. She's the emperor of her own world, and she's the one with the control. However, here in the past, is like she thinks that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I have new things. I'm coming out of my hibernation. It's time to move towards new things. Because here in the future for her, it's like it feels like in 2020, moving out of the 2026, by the end of the 2026, maybe into 2027, there's going to be a moment that where she potentially is like, I gotta snap, where she snaps out of it. Well, that's not snaps out of it, but she's like, I want to be happy. And how do I be happy? There's a moment, it almost feels like that might come for her. But the ending of about a year from now, I don't know what ends up happening. It feels like something might be going down in November or December, where maybe she has to go to inpatient or she has to go to some sort of facility, because I do not know if she's going to be able to take care of herself. And I'm just going to leave it at that from a year from now for Miss Amber. Because she's able to change that now, and again, energies can change, people can change, nothing is set in stone, but I am getting the sense here that it's like she wants to start something new, she wants people, but there's a lot of false love that and where she can't rely on love from others to keep her going, she needs to rely on love from herself to keep going. And I truly do wish that for her. And I know it can be hard, especially if you're like, oh, I don't even know what it looks like. I don't know what it feels like when it comes from myself. And I really, really just want her to feel that from herself. Because I feel if she did, it would make a really big difference. But it's hard. And I get it. All right, I'm going to leave that at that. So next I want to take a look at this whole locale universe stuff with Amber and what's kind of going on there and what that journey might look like here in 2026. Again, I really just want Amber to be better, but alas, that is up to her to do and or choose for herself. I cannot do that for her. And yeah, Brienne, my heart breaks for her too. And if people are like, oh my goodness, how can you be so like empathetic to that or da 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 when she's done all these horrible things? And I'm like, well, everyone's done horrible shit. She's been really, really bad and she's put it online, but I don't think anyone deserves to not feel love from themselves or from other people, at least at one point in time, right? But you have to choose to be a better person. And I haven't seen her choose to be a better person. I've just seen her choose to keep relying on her struggles. So, and I'm relying on the old ways of doing things or the old excuses. I don't think that's healthy for anybody. You're an adult, you're 35. You don't get to rely on, you don't get to make an excuse for your bad childhood when you were 18, 13. You've been an adult for 15 plus years. Get it frickin' together. You've had a lot of material, and you've had a lot of resources and a lot of stuff to be better, and you've chosen to not. All right. That's a choice. Your choice to make, but don't rely on pity of others when you refuse to change, when you've had all the resources in the world to do so. So let's take a look at Locale Live. Let's try to get not so heavy. Locale Live in Amber this coming year. She's gonna walk away from it. She's gonna walk away. Yeah. She's walking away. She's not liking Keem. There's broken contracts, broken deals. She wants to break the contract. However, yeah. Because she thinks she's going to be able to do better on her own. So looking here into Locale Live, looking at where it is in Amber in this coming year of 2026, she's gonna be walking away. Let's just go straight up to material influence. She's gonna be walking away from this. She's like, this was just a phase of for me in just a phase on my channel, a phase for what I've been up to. It doesn't mean, it's not supposed to mean anything. Not gonna mean anything. There we go. Just not gonna mean anything. Let's just be, I'm gonna start that off. It doesn't mean anything to her. It's just a paycheck. Because at the center of this, she's going back down the same old ass patterns. Why is this? Because of the Four of Cups. She's trying to like rob Peter to pay Paul. She's trying to get what she can and go. Because over here, the hopes and fears, breaking contracts, breaking agreements. I don't think she likes Keem. I don't think she likes what he's scripting her to do. Because the unseen obstacle, though, here is that she needs the money. Also, because the negative influence here is she wants to start new. She wants to cut it off. She wants to go do her own thing. Because over here, what's going for her is she doesn't like the scripting. She doesn't like what she has to say. She doesn't like how she's being portrayed. Because here in the past is the Six of Wands. Her ego, her pride, this is her folly. Because here in the future, she's like, I'm going to make my own money. Again, do I see this relationship lasting much longer? No. Once it becomes not profitable for her anymore, or she's got other ways of making money that she doesn't have to rely on Keem, she's gone. She's not going to be a focal or mainstay because she can go and use her big, look at those, that bust on the Queen of Pentacles. She's gonna be like, I'm gonna just go use my bust on other things, on other people. So that's the vibe for her in the Locale. I don't expect that's gonna last. Well, back to the chat. So she is, yeah, boozy. Not boozy. Booze squeezy. Yeah, she has over 400 pounds to lose and running out of time. Yes, she is. She could easily lose 50 pounds in a month. Yeah. I mean, I think we're all done feeling bad for her. She had the opportunities. She had the resources to really change her life. She really, really did. She had the supportive partners. She's had the ones that really wanted to like be there for her and do things with her, but Amber refused to change. She didn't want to change. She didn't want to do things differently. She didn't want to heal, and that's her choice. So that's kind of what's going on. So, okay, I didn't want to spend too much time on Locale Live, but are y'all ready for foodie? Or is there anything else y'all want to talk about with Amber? Otherwise, y'all want me to go in with foodie, or do you guys want me to take a look into what's going on with Tommy and Amber? Hi, Armando. Ugh. Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna grab that one deck. And I want to grab out and see just what's the vibe between how's Tommy feeling about Amber? Just want to do that really quick. How's Tommy feeling about Amber? Isolation. Prefers to be alone in order to protect from getting hurt. Does not take risks. Overthinks. Overanalyzes without action. Ghosting. Emily might be ghosting. Or Tommy might be ghosting. Vanishes into thin air. Stops all communication while relationship is growing. Leaves others bewildered and confused. And then moving forward. Uses the past as a way to heal and prevent past traumas from intervening in connection or feeling. So that's what I'm kind of getting here. How's Emily feeling about Amber? I think Emily is Tommy's starting to move away from Amber, as well as I think she feels like Amber's been draining her real emotionally. So that's what I'm going to leave there. So let's go on to Foodie. What's kind of going on with her here in 2026? I know Tammy looks amazing, and I'm really happy for Tammy. Tammy gave up control. Let's put it very frankly. Tammy gave up control and let others help her because she couldn't. Right? She had to give up control and let others step in and help. Amber did not. Yeah. So let's take a look. What's going on with Miss Foodie? Hi, Beauty and Chaos. Welcome. Now we're going to take a look into Foodie. What's going on? Yep. Oh, Liz, you have taken the words right out of my mouth. Mental health, as with any mental health, it's an explanation, not an excuse. They need the help, but they won't get it. They have to want to help themselves. Yeah, exactly. Amber and Foodie both have had a lot of resources available to them where they can and or could have gotten therapy. They could have healed themselves. They could have gotten on weight loss drugs, and they could have like really changed their lives around and healed. So, oh, Beauty and Chaos, I know who Shani and Rev, aka Jason, are. That whole situation. I have done readings on them before, actually. We can take a look into Rev and Shani at the end here. We can do that. That's not a problem. But we're going to take a look at Foodie right now. What's kind of her energy here in 2026. And then we'll take a look at her in as well here in 6 months from now and 12 months. But let's take a look here. Okay, Ms. Foodie. What's her general energy here for 2026? The Empress upright. What is this? Just not moving on from something. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna pull here. There's relationship drama all over. So here for Foodie and her 2026, she's trying to be the hostess with the mostest. She's really trying to be the hostess with the mostest this year. That's her 2026. She is, yeah, Liz, that Empress card. It is her card, especially in this deck. She's like And it's always like she's going to be the hostess with the mostest. She's going to be doing all of her adult Yum Yum community stuff. I'm just going to grab a clarifier. Gosh bless. Y'all, I'm just going to say this. Gorl is, in my opinion here, because of course it's got to be the pigtail card that pops out right over the Empress card. Y'all, I think she's like doing adult baby content like nobody's business. And she's making a shit ton of money on it, and that's what she's really doing. That's what her 2026 is really, really driven towards. She's doing adult baby content, and she's making a shit ton of money while doing it. However, there's issues when it comes to traveling or doing content maybe in person for people, or maybe going to the Middle East. Like there is there's issues when it comes to traveling to do this type of work. Because from a material influence, there's somebody who wants money, there's a contract, there's relationships, there's an equal give and or take when it comes to her. Because from material influence, there are people who are watching her on a large level here in 2026. Like somebody is obsessed, or she's obsessed. Like there's people who are obsessed with her when it comes to things that she's kind of been doing on the down low. Because from the hopes and if here is beers here, it's like there's like the show's gonna end here in 2026. Because there's a lot of people who are watching her every freaking move. There's a lot of people watching her every single move here in 2026. As again, it's adult fun time content. There's a client. There's a client that really wants to see her in person on. That really wants to see her going on right now. It really wants to. With the Lakma fairy here, this being because the unseen obstacle, there's a client of hers that is really into some alternative revenue here. This is my adult alternative revenue. We're going and eating everything that we can, adult fun time stuff. Like she's doing the host. That's what she's focusing on this year. So if she's not on YouTube, that's what she's doing. And there's a lot of people who are watching her every move. Because the unseen obstacle here, though, is she's gonna get lazy. And unseen, or I should say the negative influence for her in 2026, there's a lot of stuff that she's moving in the dark, lots of things that she's moving behind the scenes in. However, she's lazy, she's unclean, she's also going to be kind of, it feels like, a little bit depressed. So it's like things, I don't know if her content's going to be as good as she really wants it to be, because what's going for her though is cult-like practices, incorrect facts, the cheese graveyard, insensitivity. She's gonna be kind of like really, in my opinion here, the world reverse, repeating old shit, the old cycles to really push herself out there. That's her 2026. It's just the repeating of cycles. What she was doing back then is what she's doing now. Because here in the past, she had this holier art than thou attitude. She's trying to keep things hidden, because here in the future, again, she does not want secrets coming out. She's trying to maintain her secrets, maintain things that are coming out, especially when it comes to how she's getting paid. Especially on how she's coming to getting paid. Girl is working overtime here in 2026 to make that money, and she's doing it through alternative revenue sources. YouTube isn't going to YouTube. And other ways, like Gorl is going to be doing the hostess with the mostest to make that money for adult fun time content. And there's a lot of people who are watching, and there's a lot of people who I don't think she wants watching as well. Oh, hey, go, Wendy girl. Hey. Go, Wendy. She's been doing this a lot longer. I think she's been doing it at least since she's been in Kuwait. She's been doing it at least since Kuwait. Yeah. And honestly, yeah, I'm going in with everybody. Liz, yeah. I mean, it might sound odd, but yeah, go get your bag. Foodie, just stop scamming. Yeah, that's all we really care about. I don't care. Like, Foodie, just keep your content off YouTube, keep it to adult forums, and don't scam your audience, and we'll leave you the frickety frack alone. So, like, that's all that really is needed. And Dandelion mystery room job, yeah. I mean, y'all, there's a reason. Did you guys ever notice when she was in Kuwait? Remember they had a 2-bedroom apartment, right? There at the end, they had that 2-bedroom apartment, and we never saw inside that 2nd bedroom ever. Because remember, she had that blue couch. And then the blue couch went missing. And then at one point in time, there was a live that she did, and she actually panned over, and the room to the second door, like the door to the second room was actually open. And we actually saw the blue couch was in that room. Why was that blue couch in that second room, right? Right? Why did we never see in it? Because that wasn't Salah's room. Salah's room was the bedroom. Why did we never see in that second room? And there was a lot. I remember she did a 12-hour live. I think it was the end of April or it was the end of March. She did a 12-hour live because she got an inspiration from, I think it was Hakate's daughter at that time. And she did a 12-hour live. And I want to say something that was really freaking weird during that 12-hour live. She changed her clothes 3 different times for 3 different food, and she ate 3 different times, and she changed her outfit every single time during that live, and when she was eating, and she was doing and she was essentially filming her adult Yum Yum community videos during that live. So, if you guys don't believe me, unfortunately, her videos are all of her lives are down. But, yeah. No, she was doing that. And it was pretty obvious, at least to me, because I knew what I was watching. Because she's been doing this for a while. So, let's take a look here. So that's just her general vibe. So I want to take a look. What's kind of going on here 6 months from now for Miss Foodie? Like, what's going on for Foodie in 6 months from now? Yep, go Wendy girl. Yep. She's nuts. But let's take a look. 6 months from now, how's Foodie's energy looking? Y'all saw me shuffle. Ooh. In July. There's a video or something coming out that's gonna be like propelling her into stardom. Not stardom, but like, here she is again at the center of it, feeling high on the hog, sitting on her throne and having everything that she wants. Why? Because a relationship is blown up. A relationship blew the F up because she's gonna talk her talk, speak her speak, and she's ready to spill secrets on somebody or something with the moon up, right? This is like spilling secrets. Unseen obstacle, though, is that she's going to have to... There's actions that must be taken. Also, things that were kind of like... Not done in the dark, but like... There are things that need to be addressed. There's things that need to be kind of like thought about, because the negative influence is that her own... her own showmanship, her own... emotional outbursts will be the ending of her, because what's going for her is the Judgment card reversed. Though there's still stuff that she's being able to keep secret. There's stuff that like she's going to be putting out there, but her stuff is going to be kept secret and or safe, because here in the past, so between now and 6 months from now, it does feel like she's going to have an explosion of popularity in some way, but here after that, there's potential legal consequences. There's a balancing of scales happening on a material wealth way. She's not getting caught, or she's getting caught with her pants down. And that's after 6 months from now. So after July of 2026, it feels like we might be having some legal struggles and or challenges for her. But between now and then, it does seem like we're having more of like, she's going to be spilling stuff rather than anyone spilling things on her. If that's making sense, due to like a breakdown of a relationship. Like, oh yeah. Hi Armando. Yeah, being talked about. I'm not sure what we're referencing there. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, Sugar Pop Lily May. So I mean, do you remember like how people would like have to feed babies? Like, here comes the airplane, and like, yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah. And everything goes hand in hand. Also, why did she start wearing the hijab again? I think it has to do with potential clients that have to, because it goes against a certain religion, and overindulging, overeating, essentially is actually known as haram behavior. And we know with there's a lot of individuals who have a distinct dislike for people of who wear hijabs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people would pay money for that just because they can. Hi Debbie, welcome. So yeah, it's Foodie. She'd go to the depths of hell. She would. She'd stoop that low. I know she would, because she doesn't have a lot of moral. She's down to do almost anything for money. So let's take a look here. 12 months from now, what's Foodie looking like? What's Foodie's energy a year from now? So January of 2027. What's the general energy of that? Oh, she's well, that's not a fun place to be. Why is this? Well, she's kind of hurting, it looks like. I feel like she's in the throes of her vices in a year from now. Why? Because she was able to kind of skirt around accountability for certain things. Because she's hoping in a year from now, she's still doing the same thing that she's doing now. Still doing her nasty ass stuff. Why is it? Because she got away from her consequences. Didn't have to face accountability of things. However, she's not doing well financially. Bad luck, bad opportunity. And with the world reversed as well, she's hoping that she's still doing the same things over and over and over again. However, the unseen obstacle, she's going to have to sit down, reflect on what she's doing. The Hermit reverse, it's time to sit down. You got to have the dark night of the soul, whether you're ready or not. Ready or not, here I come. Because the negative influence here, she's still not saying shit. She is and like what I'm actually getting from this more is that this is her dream, this is her image, this is her manifestation that I'm pulling out. She's like, the negative influence here is like she doesn't want anything out there. Nothing. Nada. Keep it silent, keep it hidden, keep it buried. I don't want nothing out there. My skeletons, my bodies that are buried, they ain't not coming out. That's the negative influence. She's like, everything must stay buried. Everything must stay hidden. What's going for her? She's like, I'm going to be starting a whole new journey. I'm going to leave behind all the toxicity in 2026. Because here in the past, like, yeah, I had this horrible breakup and these relationships and these men were horrible for me. And then I'm just going to be the biggest ass star ever. And that's kind of her hopes. That's kind of where she wants to be in 2027, about a year from now. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Because she's like, I want to start a whole new journey. I want to start a whole new thing. That's her 2027. Or like, that's kind of where she wants to be a year from now. Do I think this is where she's actually going to be? we will see. Like, there's a year is a lot of time, but also things change. Free will. Everyone has free will. Things can change. This is kind of just the general vibe that I get, but it feels like she's so deep in her vices, and she's like, I've always been deep in my vices, and I'm gonna keep making money, and I'm gonna keep doing all my things, and I'm going to move on from this, and I'm gonna be perfect and happy and awesome. Like, that's what it feels like to me. Like, that's her. That's what I want. That's my dream. That's my manifestation here in a year from now. However, practice to belief plus action equals manifestation, and you can have this beautiful big belief. However, if you take no action towards it, that's when the issues come about, right? And I don't know if she's going to take action towards this. So oh yeah, the veil all up as possible. Oh yeah, this veil is definitely thin. That's for dang sure as of late. So yeah, Foodie is kind of the horror version of Amber. I would say that. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So I do want to take a look here now at just Foodie in general. Kind of what's going on with her. Things I know people are asking, is she gonna keep her? Is she gonna get her YouTube channel back, or is she gonna get monetized again? So we can take a look at that. And yeah, her request for adult yum yum community type of stuff was off the charts in Kuwait, y'all. She was getting money from somewhere. Why was she only? She was maybe coming online like, what, every few days, like, and she wasn't coming on long. She had to be getting money from somewhere. She just had to. It wasn't that cheap to live there. So yeah, so let's take a look here at, will Chantal get her YouTube channel monetization back? Let's just take a look at it. I mean, due to, I don't know. We will see. Let's take a look. What do the cards have to say? Will Chantal get her monetization back on her YouTube channel? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Why is this? I don't know if she's gonna want to. I don't know if she's gonna want to, y'all. She might actually, not actually apply. I don't know if she's gonna actually apply. Because she's gonna get an offer from somewhere else to make a shit ton of money. Yep. At least in my opinion, that's kind of what I'm getting from here. Yeah, Seven of Wands. I don't think she's going to want to. I think these next few months are going to be really hard from a YouTube perspective, and she might actually go offline. She might actually get off social media. Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is, to me, in the center of all of it, in getting her monetization back. This is like, it's just not. This isn't my home anymore. This isn't my home. Why is this? Because she's gonna be making money. She's gonna be seen as a queen in other places. She's like, I don't want the hate. I don't want to deal with these haters. I don't want to deal with these nasty comments. I don't want to keep dealing with all this stuff. When she's getting praised and she's getting attention, the positive attention that she wants on other forums, why is she gonna come back here? Because from a material influence with the Two of Swords, it's like, it's just not worth it. But also, it's like, this is what I'm making, even if I don't want to. But she's gonna be kind of attached. If she does come back from a money perspective, she's going to be just here for the money and not for the engagement or the attention or connecting with her beezers. She just cares about the money that people would give her, and that's all that her YouTube channel would be. Because her hope here with the Ten of Wands reverse is like, I want to release the burden. I want to release it. I don't want to have to deal with it anymore, because the unseen obstacle here, though, is the Hierophant, which is the government wanting to know, how are you living? How are you making money? So I don't know if she's doing stuff, content off the record, and so she's not filing taxes on it. So she's like, well, I have income coming in, but she's not really claiming it as income, because that's the Hierophant upright. Like that's kind of an issue for her, as well as the internet as well. It does feel like she's like, I always feel like it's a hair's breadth away from her in her YouTube channel, and like it feels like her other content that she does and it getting found out. Like she's a hair's breadth always away. She's just one brick away from people looking at it and seeing it. But what's going for her, she is getting an offer of some sort. I do wonder if this is an offer from like another platform or from another place, for her to do content there full time. Because here in the past, she's like, I'm gonna wheel, I'm gonna deal, I want to manifest, I want to bring new things. However, here in the future, she's like, I'll just bring other people with me into other spaces. When it comes to monetization, she's like, I truly do think, I don't think she's going to get monetization. I don't think she's going to even apply for monetization on YouTube. And if she is, it's going to be the most boring ass content, like boring ass content ever. She's getting something. That's what I'm kind of getting here, at least. Because like the Four of Wands is like, she's finding her happy place. And I don't think it's on YouTube for her. YouTube isn't fun for her anymore. It's not her happy place. So that's what I'm kind of getting when it comes to her and YouTube, and monetization. Like hold on. I mean, for Amber, I thought that she was getting shamed off of line or off of YouTube, and I still think that. However, Foodie feels like she's like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Yeah. Oh, Liz, you feel like the YouTube stuff for her is loneliness, money is elsewhere? Yeah. Ooh, I mean, Jaybird, yeah, Kick does give 90% to creators that they sign. Yes, they do. But I don't know, would Foodie get signed with Kick? Potentially. I mean, she can bring a large audience, but that's if she chooses to, right? So, again, I don't see Chantal getting, like, remonetized or feeling the need to get remonetized, because it's just going to be a whole headache and a half that I don't think she really wants to deal with. But that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So yeah. So that's what I'm getting from Miss Foodie. Is there anything else you guys want me to take a look into with her? So, oh, Kick is already like going downhill. Oh boy. I mean, I saw that even Ms. Kiff got taken off of the platform. So I'm like, where does he even go? You're very welcome, Lucy Liberty. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys being here and being a part of the channel and having fun. We always have a good time. Maybe Dandelion. Oh yeah, do we want to take a look into what's going on between her and the family? Because we haven't heard much. So we can take a look into that. That's not a problem. So let's take a look. What else is going on with Miss Foodie? Was it her and the... Oh. Okay. Y'all have questions. We can take a look into them. So. Okay. Let's take a look then. Let's take a look. Okay, yes, you want to know if she was with Mr. Greenpeen and Lasheen? Yeah, we can take a look at that. I want to take a look at her. We can take a look at that. That's not a problem. You're still not convinced she doesn't own the car. Interesting. Interesting. You're very welcome, everybody. So, okay, let's take a look. So, first question, let's just take a look at her dynamic with Sala. Let's just take a look. I want to take a look at what's kind of going on between her and Sala right now. So, this will be a card for Foodie, card for Sala, energy in between the two of them. So, Chantal in this dynamic. Material heist drains others financially and uses up others' resources for their own self-interest. A burden on others' resources. Lazy. Is she trying to take his money right now? Because for Sala, cold shoulder. Ignores when in public, acts single, detached from relationship, no public displays of affection, acts as friends. And between the two of them, slacker spouse. Feels like they are the only one taking responsibility of finances, health, and or other family issues. Cinderella mentality. Looking at between the two of them, it looks like Chantal's like, money. Trying to give him money. Sala's like, I don't really give a shit. I don't really want to get any and it's because between the two of them, someone's like, I'm trying to do all these wonderful things and they're not doing a gosh darn thing. That's what's going on. So, I mean, that's what I'm seeing for her and Sala. She's looking at this from like, money will save everything. He's like, I don't want to have anything to do with you, because between the two of them, they're like, neither one are budging. Both of them are being lazy. It feels like in between the both of them. However, no one's changing, and someone's really not changing at all. That's what I'm seeing for those two. Next, I want to take a look at Nads. I just want to take a look at the general energy between the two of them, and then I will do a couple full spreads on some stuff, okay? All right, so we have Chantal. Chantal. Nads. Energy in between. So we have Chantal. Isolation. Prefers to be alone in order to protect from getting hurt. Does not take risks, overthinks, and overanalyzes without action. Then we have Nads. He's ghosting her. Energy in between the two of them, nonchalant, periodically checks into relationship, expects things to flow, but does not put in the effort. Inattentive, careless, little time and effort. So looking here, it looks like these two are not talking at the current moment. And I've been seeing this for a while. Like they haven't been talking. Like he's not talking. He's not answering her messages. She's like, maybe I shouldn't message him. Looking between the two of them, it was never anything serious anyway. Whether someone wanted this to be serious, because, I mean, look at that one type of appendage, that candle. Whatever manifestations or candle magic or other things that has been trying to happen from her side, in my opinion, has kind of went kablooey. It's not working and not going nowhere. Because he's not even talking to her anymore. So it was never that serious, Chantal. It was never that serious, because at the bottom of the deck, everything was in her freaking head, in their heads. Allows insecurities to affect their emotions, sabotages the relationship due to fear and doubt, overthinks and questions everything. That's what's going on between her and Nads in that way. Okay, now let's take a look at the video. Was that her in the video? Alrighty. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh yes, and the cat. Oh goodness. Will she abandon the kitten by leaving Canada? I mean, okay. Yeah. We can take a look. Well, I want to stick with Mr. Green Peen and Lachine first, and then we will kind of, is this video of Chantal. So we'll take a look at Green Peen and Chantal, energy in between in relation to the video, and then we'll take a look into it. Yeah, Armando, yes, I can do a social media prediction that will be coming out probably sometime next week. I will be taking a look into it. I got really behind yesterday, and then I had family obligations as well, so I was not able to do that yesterday. And it's okay, Liz. No, I want to take a look at this. What's going on with Mr. Green Peen and Lachine? I want to know. I haven't looked into it. Is it her? Is it not her? What's the energy between the two of them around this video? Was it her? Green Peen, Chantal, in my opinion, it's her. Because looking at him, he's like, I'm opening up the vaults. I'm opening up the vaults. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have resources. He's like, I'm going to open up my vaults and give out what I have. Looking at Chantal, the Seven of Cups reversed. She's like, well, Seven of Cups. When I see it reversed, what you see is what you get. There's no more illusions. There's no more whataboutisms, what could have been isms. Like the masks are coming off, and it's like, I can't say that it wasn't me because the energy in between the two of them. This is like their breakup. This is like their breakup. A breakup, a divorce, not coming together anymore. Why is this? Like, can we get some clarifiers on this here? I mean, for now, this is all about transition, progress, trying to emotionally progress over new things. For Chantal, it's the star coming out. Truth in between the two of them. This was a protection method. Self-discovery, wanting to cut somebody off. This, to me, in my opinion, this video, why did he post it? It's because it's all about death, it's endings, it's ritual. It's like, I want to be done with you. Stop talking about me. Stop doing things. Because again, this is like, I have more. I'll steal from the vault. I'm just grabbing what I have now, but there's more in there. Like, that's what it feels like to me with Chantal and Mr. Green Peen and Lachine. Like, what's the energy? This for me is like, he's like, I'm going to empty the vault. I'm going to start putting stuff out there because he doesn't want to be involved with her anymore. And she's like, well, it's out there. So, I don't know. Okay. And Liz with the cat. Like, we all know if Chantal does leave Canada, like, come on. We know her pattern. I think she will. She can really take care of herself, much less an animal. I know that cat will be in the best home possible after this. Also, I know we're all really worried about the cat. I mean, at this point, like, just, she doxed her own stuff. Like, I don't know what y'all want. It's just a whole ass mess with the cat. And a lot of people are emotionally involved because of the cat. And honestly, I kind of have to, like, emotionally, like, detract myself from it. Because it's like, she's always done this. She always will. And I just don't want to give her that energy or that rise. So, all right. Oh, and now I'm going back in the chat here really quick. And then we'll go into Rose's question here about did she do some adult fun time stuff with Nads for a client? Yeah, we can take a look into that. And Sugar Pop, the pieces are falling into place. Remember when she was talking about the adult diapers in Walmart? Oh yeah. Yeah, y'all. She's not subtle about it. That's what she's kind of known for. So, yeah, let's take a look. Did Nads do adult fun time content with her? Let's take a look. And I should say, did he do that here within the last month? Last month or 2 months? Because, I mean, I think we're all pretty aware that they might have been doing some hanky-panky back like 3+ years ago. So, but I want to see if there's been anything recent. Oh, go Wendy girl. Yeah, I know. I think what was Pulpy calling it? Called the sex rib. I think that's what I saw on Twitter. Like, he was calling it the sex rib, and I'm like, oh dear God. So, why is she so toxic, Brienne? Fu Fruity is very, very toxic because she is extremely mentally ill. Yes, I will say that. She's extremely mentally ill. That's why she's so toxic. Okay. So let's just take a look here. Did he do adult content with her here in the last 2 months? Did he film it, do it? Or did they film adult fun-time content here in the last 3 months to sell online? I don't know if it's been sold yet. Also, I don't know if it was a consensual thing. This isn't okay. And so I'm going to actually say something before I dive into this. Filming somebody without their consent, no bueno. No, you don't do that. That's horrible. That's horrible. And I do not agree. And you do not post shit online. That is called revenge pee. You don't frickin' do that. I don't believe in any of that. Whatever's been going on between Salah, or not Salah, Natter and Chantal, it's not okay. Whatever he's doing without, no, that's not freaking okay. And I know people have shared screenshots. I know people have shared clips and put it on Twitter. And if it's not okay, I do not condone that. And I don't think that anybody should be freaking doing that. Okay? Okay? And if you believe, oh, she deserved it, or XYZ, like, because she's just this horrible ass person, you can actually, like, leave. Okay? Because that's not freaking okay. Okay? Okay. Right? Right? It's not okay. Because what I'm looking at here, this was just them hooking up. And I do not believe she knew she was being filmed. This wasn't a special thing. This wasn't for a client. This wasn't for any of that. It wasn't. Because this, to me, with it, the sun being reversed in the whole center of it, it's like this wasn't supposed to get out. This was only supposed to be for us. This isn't supposed to be exposed or put out or any of that. Clarifying it with the fire truck, this is emergency, urgency, rapid change. No, this was never, ever supposed to be, like, out there. This is like wee-woo, wee-woo. No, nay. Why is it? Because of the Five of Wands. Someone took this, so because it's like this is their insurance policy. Like, people, they were fighting. Like, she should never have trusted him. Why is this? Someone thought that they could get money from it. Because for material influence, you made your bed, you made your choices. Like, the negative influence, like the material influence here, it's like, I'm gonna get this money, and you know what? You couldn't say no anyway. You knew you shouldn't have done this, but you did it anyway. Because from the hopes and fears here, it's like somebody wanted to make money from this. Somebody wanted to be like, you screwed me over, I'm gonna get money from you. And this is gonna, and also the other thing here, it's just as you've used me, I will now use you. Just as you've used me for your content, I will now use you for my content. That's what this is. It's a self-reflection. Whatever she's done, I'm going to say this. Whatever she's done to others is being done to her. I don't know what the frickety frick frack is going on between her and Salah. I don't know what videos she made of him or what videos she has of her and Nads, and that she was holding over other people's heads. But whatever, this is a very, oh, this is like a very 1-for-1 deal. That's what this feels like to me, and that's not okay for anybody. But like, that's what I'm getting. This is a 1-for-1, a ticky-tack. Like, you did this to me, I will now do this to you, is really what this is feeling like. Because the unseen obstacle here, this is all about getting control. I'm going to get the stuff out of the vault. I'm going to be the, like, I have all this stuff. I'm looking at what I have left, and I'm going to use it to gain control, authority, dominance. Because the negative influence here is I've got more, bitch. I got more. I have more stuff on my phone because, again, you planted your seeds and shit. And so now that's what's going to happen. What's going for this situation, though? She's like, this is a tainted love. This is a manipulator. This is a gaslighter. This is somebody, like, they thought that they were going to do something out of love. But in reality, this person was a backstabber, a betrayer, a gaslighter, a narcissist, and a manipulator. People are going to be like, go, Mr. Green Bean. No, 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 no. This is ridiculous and horrible. And here in the past, yeah, I've been holding on to this for a while. I've been marinating this seed, and here in the future, more backstab, more betrayal. He's got more on her. This was never supposed to be this is just supposed to be a hookup between two people because I wanted to see you and let's just hook up. This is horrible and was not meant to go out at all. Like, this is, like, no one, I mean freaking no one should have this done to them. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. No. I mean, if you have consent and you're two consenting adults and you're consenting to it, then go for it. But no, 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 no. This is horrible. It was done very maliciously. And I don't agree with it. And if y'all agree with it, get the F off my channel because that's not okay. So. All right. Ugh. I'm just looking at any other questions that people might have had. Because she is, it's horrible. This is like, she shouldn't have, and like, I understand why she didn't come on. And it's just, this is just horrible. No one should have that out there of them. Like, at all. And the thing is, I think he's got more. So I want to take a look here at Mr. Nads' energy. And I want to take a look if there's more coming. Yeah. Nothing's, like, this whole situation is not okay. So I do want to take a look into something I want to take a look into Mr. Nads' energy. And I want to see if there's more coming. Is there more coming? Has he been placated? Has he not been placated? What's going on? So, Jaybird, I'm not sure what's going on with Sala. Sala is, I think, just wants to be left the F alone. He's getting, I think, a lot closer to spilling the beans on stuff. But it hasn't been pushed over the edge yet. So, we'll see how that ends up happening if it does. I keep seeing Spirit's been like, I see them nudging him, but again, free will. Free will. So let's just take a look here. What's going on with Nads? Does he have more info on her? And is he planning on releasing it? Like, what's this energy state? What's this plan? What's this stuff going on with him? So let's take a look at what's going on with his energy right now. In terms of, is he going to release more? Is we going full scorched earth? What the frickety frick frag's going on? What? Who's he staying with? He's got more videos, y'all. He's got a lot more of them being very intimate together. Holy Nikes. He's got some very, very, very explicit videos. I'm just gonna grab some other clarifiers here. I'm not even gonna grab those ones. I'm gonna grab the big ones. Wherever those ended up. So I'm looking here. So at the bottom of the deck, kind of the underlying energy, King of Wands, he's ready to go full scorched earth. This is someone who's got, this is like, I got nothing left to lose, baby. I got nothing left to lose. That's the King of Wands. This is a tyrant. This is someone who's my way or the highway. You can't tell me no. You can't tell me this. You can't tell me that. It's my way or the highway. He's losing control of his own little group of things here because currently in the middle of this whole thing, there is, I want to completely almost scorch earth this relationship. The downfall of the bad with the Two of Cups. He's got a lot of stuff of them being very intimate together. Why is he kind of looking at this in this way? Well, with the Temperance card reversed, he's very emotionally unstable right now. He doesn't have a lot of stability. I do feel like he is potentially like drinking or is on some substance that is not helping him regulate his emotions because he's also trying to get as much info on her as possible with listening devices, eavesdropping. Like, he's trying to get everything and anything he can on her. Because from a material influence, it's like he's partying hard like a rock star. He's going to go out and like, I'm going to sing it, I'm going to say it, I'm going to go do what the frickety frick I want, because he is running out of time. He's running out of time on making money, on being monetized. I think he's coming back at the end of January, if I'm not mistaken. So he's like, I'm going to go out with a blaze of glory because I'm running out of time for things to be relevant. I almost want to feel like, because his hopes and fears here is because he wants to talk his truth, speak his thing, get what he can out of this, because I don't know what's going on with the law. Is he wanting to like turn Chantal into the law for something? To save his own ass, to see if he can save his own ass? Like, does he have like screen recordings and he's just like, I'm just gonna put out the adult fun time ones, and so like with that, was he also recording her with other conversations that they were having that might be more illegal in nature, and that he's going to use that to see if he can get his ass taken, like save his ass from going back to Egypt? Because like there's something here with the law enforcement of, that's his hope here. Like, this is like, I want to talk my truth to the law, and I saw this a few months ago too, because the unseen obstacle though, he's just as much involved as she was. Let's party hard like a rock star. His ego, his pride, just as much as she was in it, he was in it. In something also, because the negative influence here with the Page of Wands, it's like he's got the receipts, sure, but there's also a sense here of manifestation, starting up new things, but also he is just as complicit as she is in whatever this whole thing is with videos, because it's time to take, because the negative influence here is you got to take out the trash, you got to start something new, you got to put things in, because what's going here though is Foodie's mouth is going to get her in trouble. There's a trap that's already been laid, and I do not think that this trap is a YouTube trap. So if y'all are thinking, oh, she's going to say, like, if Chantal is like, oh, I just don't need to go online and talk about this. No, there's something else that's already been laid out for her. That's not YouTube related, in my opinion. Because also here in the past, he's been plotting, he's been planning, he's been in isolation. and getting all of his stuff done at night, overeating as well at night. He's got some clips of her doing some other weird adult fun time stuff, in my opinion. Because here in the future, for him, 8 of Cups is like, I'm not gonna be able to look myself in the mirror, but this is also like walking away from a situation, people, places, things that don't serve you anymore, because it's time for him to start on his righteous path, on his spiritual growth, on his spiritual journey. And to do so, he must leave her behind. Because also here, it's bad luck found along the way. She was bad luck. She brought him off his path, and now in doing so, there is an equal opposite. Like, just as she has pulled him off of his path, he is pushing her back onto hers, in my opinion. Also, again, like I'm saying, if things are like, this isn't a, how do I put this? He, in my opinion, has laid some sort of trap that's going to get her in trouble. And it's not a YouTube trap. It's not an online trap. It is something that is very much more personal. It is offline. It is not having to deal with the internet. That's what I'm seeing. And I've seen this for a while. He's had plans in place for a really long time. And Chantal fell hook, line, and sinker. That's what I'm seeing. Does he have more videos? Sure. But is that what he's going to get her on? Maybe. I don't know what types of videos he got, but it wasn't just the adult fun time stuff. There's something else he's gotten. And with this hope, I don't know what the frickety frick frack she's into. I really, 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 really don't. But man, there's something he's got of her saying something, doing something. I almost want to say like he's got the smoking gun of something already. He got the smoking gun, or he's been able to put pieces together for individuals to point them in the right direction, in my opinion here. But that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. I don't know jack shit, y'all. Go Wendy girl. Yeah, he would want to lessen his charges by getting a case on Chantal. Yeah, think of all the money she has grifted. Not just the money, but there's other things too that's behind the scenes. Her involvement of the crime, maybe Dandelion, maybe. I'm not 100% certain. There's something that he's been working on for a while though. That's he planned, he placed, he prodded. He's been working on this, and I think he's been working on this ever since charges were brought against him back in July or August. I think that's one of the last readings I did on him, and like a specific video. And I think he's been plotting for that long. So that's what I'm kind of getting from this. And whatever she thinks he's doing, I don't think he has. It's not what she thinks it is. That's also another thing. It's not what she. It's not what it's. Yeah. Was there anything else you guys wanted me to look into? Otherwise, I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to have some new videos coming out here soon. So if y'all want to go, if you guys want to leave a like on this stream, I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, feel free to leave some comments down below. Leave an emoji if you want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members. All the links for that are down below. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching, who came here for the live, or if you're just on the replay crew, gang, welcome. I really appreciate everybody who tunes in. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah. And how does Pete's feel about her now? Comment, since I think I might just do a separate vid, like short vid on that. So because there's a lot of stuff I think with her and her family that I think I'm going to do a separate video on. Yeah, also thank you again, Meko, and everybody here. really appreciate again everyone being here. I really appreciate it. So thank you all again, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So thank you, and bye. Oh yes, and yeah.